So this is going to be a very interesting one when you also consider that in, you know, the off-season stuff, we didn't see Breeze for PRX. This is the time that they're first to play Breeze. We did see a lot of split in the off-season. They played 4 renditions
they got
of this
a little
map
bit more
this
to work on than I was hoping.
So
yeah,
if you're talking about like Envy coming into this roster, this is the map that he should be the most prepped for with PRX to see, and I mean PRX just know this map.
Just the fact that the previous map
we
was
got PRX on defense, we got GE on attack.
As well. I will be very
Couple of
interested
bandits.
to see how close GE can take it this time. Right now, all the way on the attacking side, upper ramp, just something. Does have the kick crash towards the back. Fires off blind shots, but has to go safe.
TPs to the team, and it was just everybody waiting for some sort of middle thing. You can rotate to B, you can rotate to A, and it's going to be the ladder right now where it's just going to be fights on fights on fights with the plant down, 5 versus 5.
Did they all want to go through spawn?
Into screens now. Envy going for the blind hops. Something gets the shot relayed back forward, picked up onto the bandit, and it's a 4-4 man.
No way, man. Just all there.
They will take every single frag.
There's just so many numbers there. There's 4 tucked around the corner of elbow.
That is not the way that you wanted to see that one go. They have all 5 members start outside of A. I like the idea from PRX, to be honest with you. 1-3-1, where you're just holding very passively at the back in towards your spawn. No matter where global esports are going to go around the map, you're going to have a very fast retake in that style. You hold a lot of your utility, but it's the guns at the end that get the job done.
Oh, yeah,
effort by committee, PRX, something, Jing,
dude,
everyone else gets tagged here and there. Just absolutely stomping on them for that retake.
I can't believe it.
Force them down to an eco, they buy a little bit into it.
Style. Right now it's a different defensive setup.
And Prowl's going to spot out some early information.
Just own flash over towards B. They're not messing about, man.
In this round, just Hatman with the Sheriff. See if there's going to be some sort of yeehaw action in this one, but you've got the push up already from PRX. There's a trade,
Oof.
Don't get me wrong.
I didn't get traded there.
Honestly, not really expecting too much from this round.
Okay, perhaps Javi.
He doesn't beat them to that, though. That's the problem.
Would be nice if he was able to retrieve it, but otherwise, perhaps caught into a position that you wouldn't otherwise want to be in. Jing will be able to snuff out that light, which leaves Autumn.
Yeah, you'd assume lights out for him as well, with Forsaken getting this flank out with the Bandit. We'll see if he's just going to steal his life in this one. Already spotting him. Easy as you like it. PRX for the 2-0 start. Now we get to see what Global will do on this attacking side, because so far, you know, extremity challenges that we'll get from PRX, we've seen shenanigans afoot from them on this map before. We've seen Garage Control come out. They like to do that. Forsaken specifically likes to get really up close and personal there.
All right, let's see it.
We're already going to start to see it,
all
right?
in
So
on the veto? Yeah, they believe
very
it.
aware of what's
Probably the only team right now that's
on
believing that
defensive side
heavy
as far as
into it.
Global is concerned, and that makes me really think, if you're PRX, are they changing up their setups time and time again to really make it a problem for GE? And I think the answer is yes. 4 essentially started at the B side of this round. You've got all of that Garage Control, and you've already got something TPing to this A site.
Very well could be.
Well,
his first contact goes
he's got to
good.
kill everyone on sight.
Now he got onto something.
He could be on here.
Oh no! Turns all the way around. He was hearing footsteps. Maybe thought to TP safely at some point, but nonetheless, it's now a 5v3.
And Javi's just going to play off yonder as well as a little bit of a lurker role.
ET leaned into veto. I mean, Abyss only, right? Only one man.
It's going to be retaken from tower and screens, however,
Unless I'm missing something.
Just an attempt for now. Pat will deny them the space that they do want to take. Not to mention this little bit of a crossfire as well. Oh, here comes Jing though. Tries to triangulate into a position, but his team has got his back.
A clean one.
Snuffed out by Javi.
One armory buy, that's it.
on the board.
Yeah, nicely done from them as well. All 5 alive.
Dude, Autumn did pretty good to,
not really see PRX,
I mean, stay alive there,
really coordinate together and play as a massive unit in that scenario as well, right? You got the first casualty that comes their way, a little bit isolated by a further pick out from Envy that I like. It is a rough scenario for something, you know, playing around the back of the map as well. You've always got the multi-pronged angles that your opponents can come from. And you had a little bit of settling time for GE as well to breathe. I think for this team, they are definitely going to try to capitalize on the moments when they have
Tavai buys in the bonus. It doesn't pay off. And so he's stuck on a Bucky for this one.
Continuing to change their plans as well. A lot faster
Not that it's bad on this map.
Well, something's got the operator down the guts of mid. You've got that garage control again from PRX.
Jing with Showstopper.
And I want to see if Javi is going to call for them to come over to this B side at a point in time as well. But the premium right now for PRX really is.
Dude, Matt placed a bit of an op. Okay, a little better.
Stay around as long as he likes, essentially. As long as he's got a bailout set, I would say. So when that gate crash does expire, you'll probably want to see him get out of dodge.
Okay, as we can see from G, fake pressure over towards B, take B main, and then send it over towards A. Got Yoru TP, and then you would have Astrolac, you would imagine.
It's going to be an important first fight that comes out in this round too. How long does Autumn stay now that his last gate crash is fading over
take
at
the
this
TP,
B side?
right?
Some good timing on Forsaken getting the dark covers down, and that's the go time. 40 seconds to go. GE locked in towards this A site now with the stars coming down, but again, it's another split defense from Envy and from Divide.
Just trying to get the quick rotations over, perhaps.
With
30 seconds to go. Jing still has a Showstopper in his pocket. Patman with an opening shot.
Good interceptor to go down as well. Can buy a little bit of time.
Ooh,
it
right.
can deny something from getting out the flashes, from Envy getting out some util as well, but he's got the C's and the Haunt.
Oh boy.
Oh, there goes. Oh, and it
popped
the
it.
Showstopper, but Jing gets the shot anyway. Paint shells into sight, but unfortunately
Nice
Crystal does sidestep it on him for cover. Patman getting another trade in, and it's just something left with this
Damn
up.
it,
No
ate
chance
it,
in
man.
hell.
Ate the ult.
Everybody, once upon a time, always complained about the Showstopper being too OP. Why is this rocket in the game? Vito stops that nicely. But you had to have the timing right, and it was a chef's kiss moment as well. You have to feel so good if you're Yudo-tan in that moment to eat that
Seen it since
Showstopper.
the trailer. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And really
That's
important for
an
Global
OP one.
Esports as well, right? Second round on the board, retaining a couple of these weapons.
He had
Something
the sounds
does
though,
still
right? Or am I
hold
just
the
fully wrong?
operator. So there's
Maybe it was so far
always,
back that
and
he
I
didn't.
mean always, going to be a way that PRX can come out with a round if they have that op in play.
Can I also just point out the slight irony that Yudo-tan, his name being homing missile, he's the one.
No, I think it's so far away that you wouldn't hear it. Maybe round the corner. It was pretty cool.
Missile, yeah.
Dude, do you believe they're gonna push me on A next round?
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see, Pat.
Let's see, Pat. You are playing the Viper roll over towards the A side of the map. And if they're going to push him, you know it's going to be some sort of variety of Jing with some satchels or with something pushing up with an op. Currently, it's going to be Nada, though. There's a little bit more of a passive approach from PRX. Something on the line towards B, however.
Okay,
you're
hero
not
gun for
droning him
PRX.
out, right? It's going to be a difficult one. So we'll see if Crystal decides to do so with Prowler.
Yeah, they kind of got
Now
a full
though,
pass on the stack,
not
so
gonna get
you would
too
imagine they
risky
maybe
as
have to get a
Global.
little proactive. But as long as
GE
dude, Jing
have an
body
opportunity
blocked
towards
this
this
over
A side
towards
yet
Heaven,
again.
and now he has
Just
the
one
full
PRX
angle here as
member
well,
over
so they
there in the
honestly can
form of
keep the
Jing.
4 stack until he gets
A lot
pushed
more
off.
stock in this B site for PRX for the beginning stages of this round.
He must have body blocked that. There's no
First
way
time
we
in
hit
2
that
rounds,
smoke
huh?
like this these
At the
days.
same time, he's kind of waiting out the timing of the Yorus, now making their move up towards ramp alongside.
Okay, there we
Viper
go, and now the
Utility,
full
spotting
probably
out
have
a
to
little
do
bit,
something.
but
Prowler went down towards
just
middle,
enough
they
to get
don't
Jing
spot
down 11.
anything. 40
Too
seconds.
heavy, though, to,
They hold
consider going
strong.
back to the A site.
Spike
Rather
is
than
still
some
over towards
players
spawn.
have seen nothing around
Dude,
the
as soon as
map.
this gets to
And
like
this is a
30 though, they're
worrisome
kind of
scenario
committed.
for Global. They are going into
Oh boy,
the
they're
stack.
committed.
30 seconds left.
Big stack, all the sheriffs and everything, surely, but look to something in his shot. He gets fully blinded. Locked off the line. Now you gotta have to go in for the full commit into sight. The blind's coming through. Javi getting a
15
slight trade.
seconds, they're in
But there
trouble.
they go, right around the edges of the smoke. Weapon picked up. Devia's still ready. On the backside, but 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, they got to kill him.
Do you have it? Something has it instead. Fatman all the way up top Heaven has no choice other than to possibly save. Narrowly avoids
is
death.
Devastating for
takes the round
GE
back.
again. They keep having
A lot
these
of
rounds that are
misinformation in
absolutely
that round,
devastating.
Information that Global Esports are
Yeah,
not
I mean,
going and gathering.
Jing did
really,
enough
right?
over towards
They don't
A.
even get past go over at the A side of the map. They see what? Jing shooting a little bit. They see a boombot over there. They see kind of nothing else around the map. You know that the operator was retained
Yeah, they didn't
from the
even
last
really
round,
take
so
middle.
if you don't
It always
see
felt
over
like it was a
at the A side of
50-50
things,
gamble
don't
on this.
push forwards a little bit. You got to assume that it's got to be mid or B, and they just leave it a little bit too late. We're used to VALORANT, for example, in the subset that we see that Global Esports have played, giving them fights. PRX are not doing that. They're happy to sit a little bit more retreated at these sites. So we're going to have to see more emphasis on global esports, pushing for some information. Utilizing Crystal's kit to the best of its ability.
And speaking of which, he is one away from the Nightfall.
Where's the money at?
For me, it's Autumn with the
Money's
dimensional
pretty low
drift.
for
It's gotta be
PRX.
used in this round, down to a Spectre. So I'm expecting that to be played. Pushing the op off the line of mid, but where does it go? To the B site now, and you've got this Cosmic Divide down.
Over towards B after they've taken mid control. Splits it in half.
Tossed in. And there goes
Two in front of it.
as well, sussing out towards the back. There goes a little bit of a shorty kill.
Huh,
Crystal
tunnel
now
vision.
making a move. Site has been opened up, dumping all the ults as well. Out towards back site.
Kind of feel like they needed so, though, to insert themselves into the site, and now with the plant down, Patman finds Envy.
Fantastic work thus far. Yudotan continuing
Very
it
nice,
on.
man. Forcing
And
down
they
to
will
an
end
eco
this
as well.
round with minimal damage sustained.
Yeah, one away from the Viper's Pit as well. If you can get that
it was a good
Patman
understanding
coming
of how
in the
important
next
the round
you'll
was.
have a good
Just
way to
all
try
of the
and have
ults
a
into this.
closure too. And gain a little bit of a lead on the attacking side of this map, as we see PRX going to be contemplating a half by a sort of different variety look.
No,
I
it breaks Viper
believe.
Smokes. Yeah, we saw it in
But
his
they
game
themselves,
changes.
Of course,
It was
gonna be
doing it.
changing approach into this
They
next
used it.
round too. They lose a round, they switch it
MIBR, I
over
think,
more
used it on
towards the A
Bind.
site right now, and I just can't help but think, right, when Patman said earlier, you think they're going to challenge me at A? A couple of rounds too early.
Yeah. Slight challenge now, but it's just to get the orb.
But I want to see them ramp up. I want to see them recognize this really early and go towards the B site, which is exactly what they are doing. It's good decision making here.
Oh, hello?
Did Autumn not spot him?
Oh, no!
no.
Well, the trade is there at the very least. You are bang on for that, Komodo, but here they go. Trying to get the spike down, trying to get it all covered with
Yeah,
this
they're not
Viper's
messing
Pit.
about,
PRX
man. They're
popping
up
their
against the
heals, though.
ecos.
Off
Pop
the
of the
top
ult.
heaven,
Omen Flash
3
goes
players,
in. Fast for
Slightly
PRX. This gives them a lot of space. As soon as Autumn
something
gets over
want to
towards
drift
B
here?
main, though, they have the crossfire. Xavi needs to go back site.
Sheriffs,
Oh
though,
boy,
Forsaken
Xavi didn't
still
go back
somehow
site. It
makes
wasn't a
work for
crossfire.
Fat Garage. And there they go, trying to
Your
triangulate
ult so they can
onto Patman,
spam.
and down he goes. Javi, Crystal, they've got to hold this tight. So far, so good. Spotting out something as well. He's trapped in the corner, and he's trying to strafe around it. What a shot onto Javi. 20 HP, but he's down. Needing to get onto the spike, running out of time. Crystal
Oh, this is
with
a
the
close
shot
round,
at the
man.
end there, and
That's a close
Global
round.
takes the lead.
You should be a little bit happy because they got the
expensive, though.
Yoru
At the
ult
end of the
out of
day,
them
one
as
player
well.
surviving,
Small
the
thing
pit
for G,
utilized.
right? Because they
However,
take
you
over
do
towards here and
draw
you got
out
the
that drift
Viper
from
ult. You
PRX.
gotta crossfire
At the
that.
end of the day, you win the round, and that's exactly what
Just
we
have
want to be
tighter
seeing from
angles.
global esports. We want to be seeing them make good decisions and, you know, be rewarded in these components. But for PRX,
It's a nice
feel
idea
like
from PRX.
there was a world in which they get that, of course, right? They themselves are hitting their shots, getting in their drifts, seeing exactly where their opponents are, going for the body blocks, going for the sprays. Doesn't result in a round win, though. And now there's a timeout on the back of that, too. Defensive side of Split. Not going too crash hot for PRX just yet.
Just keeping things.
This was a real
little bit
Valorant round. Yeah, there's a
competitive.
lot going on. Dude, as soon as there's a
Yeah,
Viper
you're
ult,
absolutely right. I mean, they've
go
been
first pass
challenged
and it just
round
gets a
after
little-
round, switching up
does
their
get a little
defensive
nuts.
setups. What could the next one possibly be? Especially considering the economy, which should come back up. Meanwhile, though, I mean, for
do you think Alex is
GE,
regretting switching
just
Panman
the
for
way that they've been
Envy?
playing around
Nah,
it, you were
it'll be
calling for it,
he'll be
Komodo, for them to
pretty.
recognize the fact that,
I mean,
yeah, if they're gonna be
he
applying
made the
pressure
move because he
earlier on,
knows
we should be pushing on other parts of the
mechanically
map. They did
Envy's just a
that.
better player.
Oh, it's just kind of
But there might be
normal recognition bits, right? If you count
small
3, 4
issues at the
different sets of
beginning. You got to
utility
catch him
towards
up
one
with
side of the
everything.
map, you know that the
Get
other
him
side
into
is
the
gonna be
system.
extremely weak. You've got the cheated rotate.
Like
Loving
it's
Warrior.
if it's a chart,
But
it's like this,
at
and
that point in
then
time, it doesn't really
in
matter.
theory
It's
that
still gonna be weak. Now
you're
the
always going to
evolution
have a
gets
dip at
popped
the
from
beginning.
Yudotan, and it's
Well,
gonna
in
be a
theory, not
split
always.
approach for
Sometimes
now.
you get honeymoon
Try and
period, to be
send
fair, and it just goes up.
PRX to this A site to stack it while you ensure that the B site is no longer equipped by your opponents, and that's exactly what's happened here. GE into the site, they can get
Dude,
the
they
plant.
keep
Patman
spamming
finds
B.
something. That is a pretty good opener.
Yeah. After the timeout, they just
Way to thwart your
speed up, if
opponent's
anything.
plans, now setting up the smokes and everything as well, but Envy tries to seize the initiative, goes in along Nightfall and Showstopper.
Dude,
Going through the
Fado with
TP
a
as well.
Razor. He
Yudotan
didn't get to
trying
fire his
bypass
Razor
every
in
single
time.
bit of it. but it's not enough. The shots coming through from PRX, and they're starting to surround this pillar. Javi still trying to isolate, not quite happening. Autumn coming back through from top heaven now, but it's a 1v2. Does he have the angle? It's slightly smoked off.
Very nice in this one in the end.
And they get the defuse at the end. The
Close,
score
though.
tied up, back to back.
Now, unfortunately for Patman as well, just wasn't expecting a hell drop. Be pressuring him from a couple of different angles. I did like the time that was bought slightly by the interceptor, right? Showstopper was popped, but you couldn't shoot that out. They had to switch weapons to be able to destroy it. And as soon as it turned into, you know, the 4 versus 4, you just have so many PRX members around the site who are just going to start shooting every angle that they possibly can. And there's a lot of smokes that are just carpeted around the site as well, that you're just trying to slice it any which way you can. Tied scoreline now.
Big rounds.
4-4.
Get to 4-4, and it's a round where either team has to eco.
And by position, you do see a bit of a
Holy, the
default
triple
play by
swing, no
Global,
trade on
rewarded
as well.
with the
Actually gets out with a
operator for the first
Yori.
engagement.
That's going to be a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, a couple of missed shots, I guess.
And Forsaken doing what he does best with his signature smoke, pushing in towards B lobby. Flash to potentially come out from something as well, but he's just going to do the
That's
the
nice.
TP
Second
bait,
layer, and actually
get the
hides there and
information
pushes
to the body,
through.
and, luckily, he actually does take that
They
TP,
get
right?
info
'Cause
over
now
towards
he's
here,
at the
but dude,
site where the
look
hit's coming
at this
down.
luck. Patman's won the round. As long as these guys don't go too fast, they're all good.
Trying to play around for cover. Bought it just enough time for Divide to perhaps get into heaven.
They have no idea that Patman is behind them. Look
Really
at that.
nice round from
Gorgeous
Patman.
from him. And that should just be the deal sealer on this round right now. Forsaken with the flank means Diddley Scott when
I mean,
the
he was on the
chokehold
team
is
for a
still
while.
gonna be
You would
watching
imagine
him
that
to
he
give
knows where the
awesome
holes are
a bit of a
sometimes,
heads up.
and he's hissed so fast with it.
Poor old Devi. He's going to be at the
Spike
ramp,
planted.
but 2 versus 5.
Sneaking all the way through the chokehold as well, but still a 2v4 at the end of it. Stars plays down at their feet.
Oops.
And also low HP, but still finding a kill onto Pat. Here comes Javi. And Forsaken left. GE will be able to take the round
PRX
away.
down to
thanks
another eco.
Padman.
That's 2 components in that round for me, really. Autumn finding the initial engagement against
Considering
Eevee,
their
and the
comp
fact
should
that
be a
Jing
lot
is
better on
down the
defense,
site as well,
they're
isolated.
getting
And then you've
they're
got
getting
the
quite a lot of
settling
rounds.
too,
They're
right?
up
You've
to
got the
6 if they
regroup
can
approach to come through
keep
from
this eco
GE.
clean.
It's got to be someone, unfortunately, at the end of the day. But yeah, we've all been there. Really nicely done from Patman, though, as saying, you know, getting that gap around the map to find the 2.
That's such a sick replay.
PRX as well. Some buckies, some pistols. Forsaken in his home.
Yeah, knock, knock, but G want none of that.
Nice shot.
Up towards middle, then a surprise peek from Devi.
Head scratcher moment. Yudo-tan not happy with that one. Seen a couple of thrifties already in this series. Early one from PRX last map. 2 more later on from GE.
Oh,
Autumn aware.
little jiggle against the Bucky.
Put on the mask as well. Want to get
Didn't take
deep
much
in
damage
towards the
at
site
all.
to reveal where your opponents are. You hear the drone of Jing. And he's just going to try and challenge in this smoke. It's cheeky. I like it. He should be good for 1.
Oh,
Never mind.
They caught onto him. And it's just so quick and so aware as well. Still though, Devi with his sharp. He had the kill from before. Does find a second one, but now hitting the deck thanks to Patman.
And you got to remember as well, with all the time that's been bought around this, is there a flank that could come out? That's what Javi's thinking currently. As Envy at the tower will be met with something.
Dude, Patman's confidence. What is this pause?
Yeah, don't take this one as 2 1v1s. Play it together for the swing, and that's exactly why something is always going to be good for his
Gotta
name.
play these rounds
Something
right.
in these rounds.
Even these
6
ones get
found
close
for
when they're on the
Global.
eco.
Better than the first half of the last map. But will it become an equal playing field on the exchange, or will they extend this lead?
Do you think G is playing
Something's gonna
solo
get that
Yori
operator
better than
back
other
on
teams?
out.
I think they've been a little fortunate that they've played 2 teams that want to take fights, in my opinion.
But absolutely right as well.
Because I think if they play a team that likes
2
to
rounds
just
left
turtle
in
up
this first half.
and just
10
play
points.
behind
Strong.
smokes the whole time and get info on the sides, I think they struggle to X-Zack.
Aussie pride.
I think they've played the two teams in Pacific that
Crystal
honestly
does
want to
have
fight
the
the
9-ball
most.
available in this
Damn,
round,
really
and
nice,
Autumn
man.
is just going to delete something caught with the operator and caught in transition of the TP. He's even looking for more.
Off of the Nightfall as well. Big damage sustained by Envy, but Jing trying to sidestep all of it, finds a quick double.
Oh god.
Blocks away the blind, tosses
Nate's
the
good,
paint shells,
though.
and that's where Udotan will seize the initiative.
Is it going to be a settling moment though for GE? 3 versus 2. Envy super close. Barrel stuff
Whoa,
moment
what is
essentially,
this
but Udotan
confidence?
needs to win the duel. He wills Javi off Yonder.
Damn, that's a
wins
fast
that
round. Did they get
1-2.
7
Fights on
here?
fights,
That's a
and
lot,
Global
man.
come
That's a
out on
lot with this
top.
comp, in my opinion.
As we transition into
They
the
go up
last
against a
round
pretty low
of
buy
this
as well.
half. Global Esports
Like,
will
they've got
be
about
winning
3K.
no matter what.
Might see some
But
low
an 8-4
armors.
tastes a lot better than a 7-5. So what do we have in store for PRX now?
That's exactly the question. The alt cycle's coming through and through, but at the same time, PRX not shy to just really go in for some of these brawls, evident by some of these moments, but Global's starting to wake on up.
I do like the little changing moments as well from Global, where they have Pat on the lurk sometimes, Javi on the mid lurks. This time, Mr. 8K is looking to play Scopey Boy. Oh,
Okay,
or
it's
he
a
was.
good
Autumn will
good decision
recover
from
that one, as it's
PRX.
going to be an
Get that
all-in approach
rotate
to
with
this
the
B
raise
side
as
for
well.
Global. Already
They might
Jim
have
starting
4
to
on the right
rotate
side
over
with a
here as
razor.
well.
GE are going fast, and the razors here, and double smokes have been
Trying to
used.
play around the smokes best of their ability. Something needing to stay alive as well, but unfortunately goes down. Forsaken towards the back.
Interceptor again.
Oh, he's next to him.
And that
I think he's got the
does not
interceptor. He
work.
can't
Forsaken,
pop
though,
it.
has the kills. Weapons back
He
online,
had to
but here
just
comes
he had to just
Udotan.
kind of get his gun out as
Double
fast as
found.
possible.
Abilities placed, trying to bait out and locate their positions while his team
2 for 2
is no
razor.
longer
This just
here.
popped him.
50 seconds left, wanting to get the spike
Okay,
down, but as
I
soon as
still
he
think
swings,
7
Envy
with this
is
comp
here
is
to play.
incredible.
Now 7-5 at the half to GE. Still a bit more of a fan of Global Esports when they're going for the split plays instead of the one-dimensional plays, I'll call them there as well, right? Kind of telegraphed a bit in that moment by PRX, where they only have one spot that they really need to look at. You just got the crossfires that come out really nicely. Forsaken with the judge as well is just so close, it's going to destroy you. Lines of sight that can just get
With a
sprayed on
PRX
down.
pistol also, yeah, that is
The
true.
interceptor does zap the showstopper technically, but by that point in time, it was already looking to be a winnable scenario for PRX to close the round. Now we flip PRX to the attacking side, where it's going to stylistically be a little bit different, right? Double duelist. You know that they're going to want to try and get these early
Is
lines,
this
these
or
early
not?
fights as well.
I
But
think
I
I probably
think
should,
for me,
but
I
it's
am
fine.
really more
Brad, have to be next
intrigued
one.
by what Udotan's setups are going to be, right? Again, it's 2026.
Forcing
we're
B there.
adopting in
I
towards
mean, I
seeing
think they
a
didn't
lot of this
expect
double
the
duelist
rotate
action
to be
with double
insta-in like
controllers
this
and
as
we're
well.
going
Also,
sentinelist. So when we are
they've had
seeing
so much
teams
success
bring
over
out a
towards B, I
sentinel,
kind of get
my
it.
mind at least goes to where is the value that you're contributing
map
into
two,
towards
yeah.
these setups, right? Are you always changing it? Are you playing to and fro with your teammates? If you've got the veto specifically, are you playing for rotatability or are you looking to be aggressive?
I think this
with
is the game of the
vetoes, with
season.
crosscuts?
Nah,
So we didn't
I mean,
get to
GE need
witness
to
too much of that
keep
on
this up and
Breeze.
get it to a
Two
third
team
map
finding
if
bit
you
of
want to get
value
there.
with the interceptor inside of some of these fights.
Yeah.
It always would be lovely to see a lot more.
So you got the chokehold at the front of the A site here in this round. If you've got Caesars as well, right, from Fades, you can get a lot of these containment fields, but you're not running something like a Raze on your duelist side to be able to nade them.
The
and
rise
confirm
of the
kills. You
frenzy,
can
man.
technically
Look at
argue a
it.
snake
It
spike
started
to get some
happening
damage,
end
but
of
it's not
last year. We
going
got
to,
3 on the pistol.
finish off your opponent.
Especially
Still have to get
on some of these
sprays
maps
in
that are a
there,
little closer
and they're
range.
vulnerable.
Makes sense.
Bit of a mid affair for PRX to begin at the moment to draw some eyes there, but it's just from something. Who
Yeah,
can
their intercept
rendezvous
stuff's
with
pretty
the rest
good.
of the
Interesting,
team over towards
interesting
the A side.
wall.
I'm not talking about the chamber. Hatman though for the challenge squashed.
Bro,
Yeah,
I think
at
the
least gets
jump
the
stopped
C's
him
down,
from
but
getting
well,
one.
that's
Dude,
gonna be
with the
enough. Udotan
tether, he
does
got
capitalize
so
off of it.
much.
But there go the paint shells as well. Envy and Forsaken now continuing to barrel on through. You've got a bit of damage coming through from Heaven as well, though. Frenzy shot spraying out, and it's Envy onto the site.
Yeah, a little bit over-eager from Crystal to go for that challenge. Now Javi, it's his turn.
Low HP. Envy just trying to play around the corner. Does have the spike,
wrecked
but
him through the
Javi
wall.
wall bangs on through. GE will take it to an 8.
Bro.
Well, he knew he tinked him in that moment.
It's,
there was already a little bit of damage
2-2
done
on the
previously, so got to
pistols,
assume he's super
and
low. Different
With the
scenario if that's a
plant at
classic, right? You should just
5-8,
assume it's the
do they
jumping
get tempted
right
to
click with the ghost.
buy? Or are they
Trying to get
okay
them
with it?
shots on out. PRX will not be picking up the pistol despite finding an opening kill. A bit one-dimensional as I'm talking
And he got
about,
so
right?
much
When it
from
comes
heaven.
to
That
split,
tether was
much
incredible
more a
as
fan
well.
of going for split plays. Am I gonna have to? It's in my blood that I have to oi 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 every time I hear that.
Just do it. Why not? Be yourself. We love these
Okay,
moments.
Jing,
but
Hero
here they
Bucky.
go
That's
again.
basically it on this one. Early Prowler from GE. They get all B main control.
With this one.
Autumn gets set up on a deep-ish line.
Close in the mid with the rest of his squad. Batman
who's
with
around.
the judge as well.
Oh, and there he goes. Javi just expected that right as well. Now PRX trying to recover from it, but Autumn continuing to silence them. Just the eco, of course, but Divine trying to find a bit of damage.
Oh,
Impossible.
no.
Okay.
If Envy manages to find some timing here with this bandit,
Yeah, it's a big jaw.
can
Udo needs to make sure that
they can get a plant, they can
he wins
settle,
that jaw.
they can look for some more favorable engagements. 3 versus 2. And Yudotan is by himself over at this A site. The good thing for him, though, is any entry in through main,
Judge to
the
pick up.
chokehold would find, he would hear a heaven drop. So he is putting himself in the right location to maximize potential. And that's exactly why. Finds the first, knows where Envy is now.
Fantastic reactions coming on. Envy, no choice but to take the duel.
He's got the judge though. It gives me a
Yeah,
little
judge
bit of
elbow.
worry if you're trying to bully your way into the side here as GE. So good. Still good. They get past it. They get past the
still a
scare
fair amount of
metric.
damage
We're all
done.
good. GE will find the second round. They will find 9 on the board. We'll get the buy up for PRX. We'll see what their attacking sides are going to look like if they feel like they can be super
throwback. Yeah, the
aggressive like we know
Forsaken
them to be,
positive
or
judge.
if they're going to be funneled to be a little bit slower, to be a little bit more slow and methodical.
Definitely have those options available, but at the same time, just really tightening up on some of these procedures, especially if we compare it to what we saw in Breeze. Now swinging together, not giving PRX the opportunities. Could really allow for them to snowball this lead, but here we go.
Still though, double shotgun, scary.
I'm gonna go to the weak side here as well, technically, right? Javi, the only one to be.
Throwing. The Coffee is in there. Be activity.
Nothing though.
They wanna keep aiming, guys.
They level 5 per smoke.
Guys, they wanna keep aiming, boys.
They want to keep A main.
They
They're
want to
exactly
keep
right.
A main. He had the
Pushing
Prowler. He
Yudotan a
knows
little
they're
bit
fighting
further
over
forward
towards
after the Prowler comes out
so
for
they know
Crystal.
they got a
This is the
small window
bonus
while they're setting it up
for
that
Global Esports
they're
with
kind of
full A
weak.
main control, so they can assume it's gonna
Somewhere
come
towards there, pretty much in this box.
Especially with the Prowler as well, but unfortunately the Prowler does not find Javi. The shot will go through a second one.
Yeah,
a
double
third.
with a
He
Bucky.
does find a double kill thanks to
Hit
those.
one with
and
the
Autumn
Outlaw
chimes
as well.
in.
TP back to site, and the guy's lurking, so he has to run the gauntlet. Paman takes the risk as well.
Gaps are. If this is a map that Devi lurks on, you know he's
Pistol
going to be
into a
playing a little
bonus.
lurky lad, and now it's all down to something for a 1 versus 4.
With a Vandal. Spotted out by the Prowler, fully blinded. How can he possibly
Very,
play this
very
one?
nice,
No
man.
chance.
Fair play,
No,
dudes.
sir. Autumn
Got so
will
many
take the round for
upgrades.
GE.
I mean, this should be a map,
Really
dude.
nicely done
Should for sure be a map right now. The money's too good.
In that round, but, mate,
The money's
Javi
too
put
good.
himself
The
in
ult cycle's
the
up
right
a
spot.
little earlier.
And I got a little bit
other than
antsy
this.
when I see the Bucky at the distance realm again versus Jing, right? Jing got a little bit far forward, satcheling in, but 2 shots, gets away with murder. Gets the second kill. Kind of outrageous in that moment because it really hinders the ability of PRX to get in towards the site and feel any sort of comfort. You got to remember as well, right? The Viper on this map is playing the lurk, so Patman being very patient as well going in for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Catches the right timing too. Very well coordinated for all of Global Esports in that round.
Of course, Patman was also the one who played that Lurk Viper before. Oh, Alex.
Second time out for PRX, feeling the pressure a little bit.
We got a
in
Prowler
this
that couldn't check
moment. They do have a
close
map
left because of the
already
leak
up
out
their
smoke,
sleeve,
right? And then
But
we
you gotta
have the
think
Satchel
this
that didn't check
Pacific winning
close
team,
as
this
well.
Masters winning team, they should be dominant.
Do things that
T1
maybe
has
should be
fallen.
checking left.
I would say a lot of people are thinking PRX are the team to get this #1 seed into Masters Santiago. If they drop here to Global Esports, maybe even a map, there's going to be some questions raised.
Eyebrows raised. I mean, yesterday was a hell of a day. Surely not the same outcome right now. You never know. 10-5 is a hell of a score.
Yeah, but little by little, they can start to come back in towards this map, don't get me wrong.
Certainly, certainly.
See the change-ups as well on the side of Global with Yudo-tan repositioning on the veto, setting the interceptor in front of B, double cross-cut towards A, and you still got the time to, you know, utilize them too
We got.
around the A site to get
I guess
cheeky
they're
with
not
how
the
you want to
best
how you want to take these
holds.
fights. Do love
We got
to
a
see
low
that.
buy
And also maybe
with
think as PRX when you hear that interceptor at B that
the
he's going to be
Vi
over at the B site.
buying a bit too much.
Now, maybe not so sure, but managing to get up towards ramp 4. Now at least, Pat quickly sussing it out.
Ooh,
going in
look
with
at that
spams.
But
damage.
luckily for Jing, he elevates
Yeah.
himself away from the chokehold spam. Can't say the same for Envy. 15.
Lose over towards
HP.
A heaven. Instant reaction from GE. Prowler over towards B, but they don't take it.
I'm just going to leave him here in a little bit of an insert, see if he can catch anything. But no, Patman's going to read that one. And now you're up the guts of mid as PRX. Crystal's timing here could get the better of him.
Oh,
there
nice
it is.
recovery. I thought he
In with the C's as well.
thought he was going to
PRX are
get caught
just
off there.
Slowly running out of options.
Again, Envy, 15 HP, doesn't give good confidence that he can do something. What does, though, is a bit of a wider swing from Devi.
There is Yudo-tan hiding right underneath. No fear in the world thanks to his evolution. Just going in for the
Wow, he's
goals,
doing
head on!
great work, isn't he?
Standing technically below them, but above them in the fight there. Great multi-kill to come through from Yudo-tan. As Global Esports, you would assume can see the light at the end of the tunnel on this map and how to close it.
He's
Two
the
more
number
rounds
one
and they can
veto,
do so
yeah.
in a, what would be a very convincing scoreline. 11-5. Now we'll get that buy to come out from PRX. No coach intervention able to be seen from them either. Alex dropping both of those already.
A lot faster in this one. Omen flash used over towards heaven.
You've got this control, you've got this pressure established now as PRX up through the
Lose
ramp.
over
What do you wanna do
towards
with it?
A heaven.
Autumn,
Instant reaction. Get
sensational
onto the
to
line
find
over
something
towards
with
B.
the operator. You've got also
I
the
think they
B
wanted to do
extremity
that
now
at the
for
beginning
Global.
anyway, but
So we're training extremities around the map.
last
for
time
both
that we
these
get to see
teams.
Vito,
It almost just funnels PRX to
you don't have to be doing this all the time, but
this
have a
A
faster
site,
rotate.
where Global Esports are going to be quite happy to concede the site to them. Cosmic Divide, Dimensional Drift screams retake in this position.
So much available to
Something's
them.
been shut down. Dude, he's been shut. I mean, it was happening all the time on Breeze as well.
Possibly pull them over, trying to expose some other gaps across the map.
Yeah. Devi can get a pit off one. Could be a bit of a bailout scenario, my word. That gives options for PRX now. Taking out Autumn makes a post plant ever so stronger for PRX, especially if they get their own pit here. 30 seconds to go. Spike to trail towards this A site right now. Yudo-tan and Crystal to see what they can do.
Nightfall in as well. Yudo-tan though, not phased whatsoever. Chokehold right around the backside.
20 seconds.
20 seconds, and you've got Javi here as well. It's
20
going to be pretty
seconds, Spike,
difficult for
15
PRX to hang
seconds
around
in
that site,
vents.
but Patman, he's
Hey.
got the read.
It's gonna be close.
Hides away. Already hearing
Can he get the
footsteps.
spike?
All he needs is just the
Oh.
right moment.
5 seconds.
Can he
Enough of a
protect
bit
the
of
plant?
damage, though,
All
and the
he's
snake
good.
bite going in.
Should
Does
kill
the
him.
plant get
Wait.
stuck? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he got him! Completely burned in acid.
Dude, I was looking at-
Patman will
I was
come
looking at the,
here for G to reach up the map
look at the
point.
HUD.
Did you
Didn't see
forget
his,
about me? Did you forget
didn't see his
I am
health going
Patman,
down.
your
Very,
new
very
member,
nice.
Envy?
Dude, he played this very
Out
smart.
for the count. Snakes bite down. 12-5. GE steal the rounds with a great opener. And what I thought was some good mid-rounding
Yeah,
from them
Udo's just
as well.
locking
It gets
down
really down
A
to the
though.
wire just before he gets it.
Dude, perfect molly on this one.
Unlucky.
Dude, it's a
And then there
stomp
was
right now. 7.
points for Global.
He's in their heads, Komodo. And the rounds continue on, but with Autumn getting a little bit outrageous. Oh my goodness! Right around the toxic screen, the clone comes out.
But it's Jing and Forsaken to see if they can bring this one back in a 2 versus 4. Smoked out of A. And Autumn is just going to hang around as well. Clone already exercised on the floor.
Time to jump.
TP and flashes. Does he get too over-eager, though, for himself? Or does Javi peeking out, trying for the jiggle? Spots the info.
One enemy remaining.
There he goes. Info. plus Autumn sneaking around back. Surely not. Forsaken is no earthly
Damn, look at the
idea.
confidence.
Autumn
God,
goes
they
into
stomped
the
him.
quad. Global
They
send us
stomped
into
him
a
on this
3.
map.
That's a
We'll say
flawless way to
lovely
finish that
veto.
second half
Lovely
for them
veto
as well, not dropping anything
impact on this as
out of
well.
their defensive
This
side,
stuff was pretty
locking out
nice.
PRX
Not
time
even
and
really
time
the ult
again.
rounds where it
And at the
popped
top
the
of
results,
the board,
but
Hatman and
like just
Autumn
the
stand
setups
tall
and
together. Massive effort by committee for all of Global
I think
Esports
Udo
on
also
the map
helps
of
it out
Split
by
on
just
their
fragging so heavy,
opponent's
man.
map pick of Split. So we trade